Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Kaz and I'm from Momiji Savings Studios. I'm here to film in the evening actually. I've not filmed in the evening, but it's Easter weekend coming up and I'm going to be quite busy. So I thought I'd do my cash condensing today and I'll try and audit it. Try and edit it over the next few days to, go live on the weekend. So I'm quite tired. I've got behind on my work, looking after mum and stuff. I'm sort of doing things quite quickly and dropped a few balls. But anyway, I've decided that Monday I'm going to work to catch up. So that's not a bad thing because I am able to take mum to fracture clinic and stuff like that. So I'm drinking a cup of tea. Anyway, the reason for the video is to do my savings breakdown. I'm really struggling with how I do my budget because I get paid at the end of the month and then I'm trying to work out what to divide it into the beginning of the month. Anyway, I think I'm getting there, but I still haven't paid tax yet because I just haven't earned enough money and I don't know what my income is. So I've just done my budget for April, and because I've got 3 payments on mortgage in April in New Zealand, I'm £800 short of money in New Zealand. And then because I don't know what my wages are, I'm just taking it as an average of 2,500. So I'm actually minus 100 and something, but I'm doing the budget and I'm starting to set it into stone because I do have that regular wage. But anyway, I am struggling to get money out of the bank because it's hard to get money out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all my cash back to the bank, but instead of putting it in the bank, I'm going to transfer money from my bank into my savings. So we're going to do a cash condensing. It's my favorite time of the month, and we're just going to work through what we had in our binders so if you can see, I'm just looking. So at the start of the month, I'm just taking them as they are and just work around. So we see what we've had at the start of the month. We'll put any cash back into the bank and put placeholders in and go from there. So in my emergency fund, we have 50. Oh, I'm doing this funny. 100. And this is all in the placeholders. It's all in the back. 110, 130. 140. I need to put placeholders in there. Bear with me, So we're putting, so at 140. No, we're not. We must be more than that. I'm gonna have to start again. So let's just take the money out. So we've got in cash. Let's just make sure we've got no more cash in there. Let's just start again. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 going back to the bank. And there was 40. And then in this one, there's 60. So we've got 30, 60. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 40, 60. Yeah. So this is all going to go in the bank where it can earn some interest. So adding this up again, we've got 30, 50, 90, 140, 160, 170, 180, 220, 240, 250, 300, 350. That's amazing. So there's 350 in my emergency fund, which needs to be 1,000 this year. So my emergency fund, I've got my coloured pens today. So my emergency fund is where? Here. And it's in the pink, so we've got 350. It's the wrong colour. Oh well, doesn't matter. So we've got 350, and then I'm going to use my black pen to see the difference. So that's a difference of 125. Wow. So my allocation is £80 a month, but we've managed to increase that by 125. So that's really good. Excellent. So that's that one. Now we're going to this binder, which has got clothing. And this is going to stay in cash because I'll just use it at the op shop. So in clothing we've got 20, 40, 50. So that's coming along nicely. Put my pins up here. So we've got, I'm going to turn it sideways, 50. So that's an increase of £50. Ah, now I know why it's a bit slightly increased, because I've put in the first week of April's. So it's £40 a month goes in, but it's got this, yeah, so it's a bit more than it should be, but that's okay. It's just the end of the month. But I've cashed off for the first week of April. So in beauty we've got 20, 40, 60, 85. That is now ready for my haircut. So in beauty is blue. So we've now got 85, and that's an increase of 80, 50s, yeah, 50. So that gets £40 a month, so that's included the first week of April. Registrations now has 20. So registrations, where are you? Got retirement. It's not on the registrations. Okay, so I'm going to add it. So after, these colours are too close together, I'm going to do green. So we've got registration, and that would have started with 0, and now that's got 20, which is an increase of 20. So this needs to go back to the bank because it will be in the bank at some point. Hobbies got fleeced because I went shopping. Christmas, what have we got in Christmas? So we've got 30 in Christmas. Oh, I should put what was in hobby. So 30, so we're going to take a 30. So that's going into the bank for that. 20, 30, right. So Christmas was 30. It's weird filming at night. I hope there's not too many shadows. Christmas is orange. So which one is orange? Which one would you say is orange? I would say that one's orange. So 30, and that gets £5 or £20. So that's an increase of 25 because the 5's gone in from April. Okay, and then Christmas hobbies. Hobbies had nothing, and it stays as nothing because I've spent it. Oh, I have spent it. Right, New Zealand expenses. New Zealand expenses now has had £2,850 sent across, which is really good. Grandkids, so let's take this out for the grandkids and find their binder. I've just finished cleaning off my last games. Oh, I can't speak, can I, at the end of the night? Anyway, this is for the grandkids. I'm taking it out, and I will put it on here what I've got left. So there's 45 in the bank, which I'm not sure if there's 45, but 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 120, 130, 145. So we've saved 145. This, I think I did a swap for money, so that's why. So that is in the bank, but I needed it from another game. So I think there's 45 actually in my savings plus this. So let's take 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and 10, 20, 30, 45. So there's 145. So that makes that 190. Bear with. I've got to find the red pen. And then I need to find my rubby out, which I had earlier. What did I do with it? What did I do with it? I had it because I rubbed out all the stuff on my other. Here we go. And now I've forgotten. Bear with. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 30, 45. So that is 45 and 45 is 90, so that's 190. So 190 is in the bank to go to the grandchildren. So I'm going to leave this in here just to remind me that no, because that's already in the bank. And so this goes back to the bank in cash. I've got it. Yeah, so there's now 190. And what I'm going to do is actually put this in here, because then I'll know what's in the bank. And then once it gets paid to the grandchildren, I will wipe it off the bank and then we'll start from scratch. So I've finished one game. Once I finish the other game, I'll send the money across to them. So grandkids had 145 extra. 145. See, it says 20 here, and yet it says 45 in my bank, so I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure at all. I think that 20 was that piece of paper. So, yeah, I'm not sure. So this month we put 145 across. And so that's, that means, no, so 145. End balance is 165. 165, and that means there's 145 difference. And then there was already money in the bank. That's why it's confusing, because the money was already in the bank before I started saving for the grandkids. So they've got an extra £25. But it wasn't counted in these games. That possibly is what it is. Anyway, they'll get money when they get money. Okay, so that's their binder done. Let's just try and work out pensions, which is really hard to do. So we are going to not transfer any pension money across until I get paid again. And then whatever's left, I can double it up. But I do have £65 that I want to transfer across to the pension. So I'm going to add that onto here. So we want to get the black pen. Got so many pencil cases. And that means so far then we've transferred £485 to my New Zealand pension, which has dropped and dropped and dropped since the war. So what I also need to do is go into here and say that that 65 is now transferred, and we transferred 200 this month to 450. Oh no, hang on. 350, 420, 485. Yes, perfect. So that's the two amounts add up. And then, as I say, I'm a bit short this month, but I shall, once I wait, I will transfer to this this one. Fully done, fully transferred, playing with pension dollars. Yep, so that works. I've worked it out. Anyway, I don't know if you understand it, but I do. Anyway, so pension. Did I write pension on here? Retirement pension was 285. It's now, what did I say? 485. 485, which is an increase of 200, which is right, because that's how much I put in last month. I think we're getting there. Am I recording? I think so. Hopefully there's not too many shadows, because I'm aware that I've got lots of lights on in here, so it could be, yeah, see? And prints. Let's go to health. Oh, that's in the Rocky Witch binder. Okay. Now, I have spent some money out of health. So health is the sugar rush. So I've got health twice. Because I've transferred health to this game. So let's see what we've got. And I did transfer that. What was in health before 20. So I did put that across to pay for things. So in health we've got 20, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. So I've got 47 in there. So let's take those out and put a 20 placeholder, because I often buy vitamins and stuff and 1, 2, 3. So we owe this 3. So 3, 6. So that's 46 in there. So on health, we've got 46. Navy blue, 46. And this health up here is now gone because we spent it. So we're going to take that out for next month. And we spent some of this, but we have increased it, which is good. So we have increased it by $21. That's correct. Okay, so that's health. So yeah, I used to have health separate, and then I used to play this game and then put it over to the other binder, and yeah, it got confusing. So this is in my Rockin' Witch binder now. Okay, subscriptions. Oh, these are the games, right? Okay, so let's go to New Zealand flights. We'll do last. So we're going to Scotland. So Scotland had £50 in. So it's now got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 110. And I actually took some money out to pay for the train fare. I took 145 out. So 145. So if we had 50 and I took 145 out, so that would have been an increase of 105, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 215, so 215. So that's received quite a lot this month, 215. So that's so take 50 off, that's 150, 165, that's what I wanted to put. So 165 increase in that. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 110 left. So that 110 can go in the bank, because again it needs to pay for my spending money, etc. So I'm off. I might be off camera. I think I'm going to cross it off. Okay, so where's my hundreds? They must be still in here. Yes, they are. So 110. So this is all going back to the bank because I need, and I'll just transfer it into my bank account. So 110 is left in there. So that train fare is bought. I've got accommodation for 2 nights, and I just need spending money, and I need a gift. Right, so this is the BMU. Now it's got 125 in the bank, plus 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 95. So BBMU had 119. I actually found that pound. So anyway, so now it's got 125, 130, 140, 150, 160, 180, 220. So 220 for BBMU. 220. So it's gone up by 100. And I'm going to change this to the 20. Okay, so it's 125. So we're now going to put 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 95 back in the bank. Now I have to do maths. So 125 plus 95 is 0, 9, 10, 11, 12, 220. Nice. So my hotel is £90 for the night. I need the transfers from the train to the hotel and back again, and then I'm hopefully sharing an Uber or something to the event, and then I want spending money and food money. So if we take, say, still need to keep going. I need another 100 or 2. So it's now April. If I put 100 through, so I've already put some money in here this week. So I need to also find some games to go in here, which I haven't done yet. Okay, so that's that one. Feed Me is where we're going to start next time. This isn't allocated to anything. And so we've got 10, 20, 30, 5, 6, 7, 8, 38. 38. So 38 means that it's increased by 24. That's good. So again, once I want to finish these games. So I want to finish them, so then I can allocate them elsewhere. So 20, 30, 5, 6, 7, 8, 38 in there. I think it's been bonused by the fact that I've not caught any flies, so I've put that to 10. There we go. Oh. Okay, now we've got Halos versus Horns. Enjoying this game again. I might just work it down to probably the end of the month, finish this one on allocate. So I've got 10, 30, 40, 44 in there. 44 from 17. I'm going to need a calculator. Calculator. Here we go, my Hello Kitty. So 44 minus 17 equals 27. It's gone up by 27, so this is good. This is just, I don't know where this money comes from because it's not allocated. Oh, it is for subscriptions, so we've got £27 towards subscriptions. Oh, hang on. We need to 30, put that in there. Change my placeholders. So I've been having trouble with the microphone. If I wear it too low, it rubs against my arm and then interferes with the sound. If I wear it too high, it muffles. It's really weird. And yeah, so did I write that down? Halos and Horns. Yes, I did. See, I'm really tired. I'm really tired. I've been trying to do 4 days work in 2 because I've been on holiday, and then I've got behind, so yeah. It's got a bit crazy. Right, now we're looking at birthday. We have birthday here. My birthday is not till January next year, so I think we're doing quite well. So there's 30 there. And that can go in there. I'm hoping I can become my own little bank. So birthday gets blue 30. So that's an increase of 25. So again, that gets 20 a month. But because I've put April in, it's already done. Okay, then we're going to add up Pixel Perfect, which is the Holy Guacamole. We've got all these pounds, which I should have bought my purse. I could have changed money. I need pounds for the collections over the next few days. I'm not having any, the £40, I decreased to £40, and I'm buying food now, because Mum's just not going shopping with me, and yeah, I'm buying all sorts and using my money. So 75, 85, 90, 75, 80, 100, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 108. Lovely. Let's have a look. Let's write it down before I get confused. 108. That's not right. Because, oh no, Pixel Perfect 108. Yeah, sorry, looking at the wrong one. So 108. So put that in there. 75, 80, and then we want another 100. Wow, that's coming on nicely. And that's still got loads to do. And again, I want to finish these challenges. I mean, yeah, and I'm just not getting the change. Anyway, when I finish saving for Scotland, because I'm going next month, because it's the 1st today, so I'm going next month. So once those are finished, I will have a bit more money to play other challenges, which will be good. So the next one is Primary Challenge. Now this is going to take a long time. So we've already got 150, 170, 183. So that's gone up by 10. That's how little money I've had left, which is £10 is £10. So that's those 2 5s. And let's find a 10. There we go. So that's 133. No, 150, 70, 83, 183. So that's doing well. No, go to that. So that's it. So Pond Life had 85 in it. Again, haven't done much of this. So we have 50, 85, 95, 96. 96 with the pink one. 96, which is an increase of 11. So I've not had much money left at all. So there's 10 there. I need another 10. There's one. So now we have 50, 6, 70, 80, 95, 96. There's nearly £100 in there, which is pretty good. Pretty good. So that's good. I think when you've got spare money, you put it into things that you're saving for. So at the moment, I'm saving for Scotland and BBMU, and also I saw a friend last week that I went away and stayed overnight, and I'm doing that again this month. So the spare cash that I was having over in my budget has been used up in that. So there will come a time when I need to start taking those bits of money out and spending them. So Pixel Perfect was 75. So I've got to do it on here. So 108 minus 75. Of course, that's gone up by 33. So there has been some money changed. So that's good. Okay, the New Zealand flights and Crafts and Holiday. Crafts got fleeced. I don't have my spare £100 to spend. So New Zealand flights, so let's make some room. So what I do with this is I take all the money out of each folder and I rub off. And what I'll do is that off camera, because what I do is take all of the money out of the smaller ones and then I add it to the big ones. So I'm just going to make them faint just to remind me that I have done it. And then once I've taken all these off, they will go into the very big one. And then all that money sits in the bank, waiting for me to get that flight home. When or if this war will ever end, I think I might be stuck here for a while. I can go via Singapore and stuff, but it's more, I heard yesterday that some Australian flights have been added at $800, which is Australian dollars, quite a lot. So it's about 500 quid extra on their flights without them being asked, without any warning. And that's been added on because of the surcharge of fuel. Okay. So what we've got here to go in this one, we'll just sort it out. And we have already got some money in the bank, which we won't need to exchange. Oh wow, this is amazing. So this binder has been getting £300 a month. So if I do find that I'm struggling financially to pay things, I can always cut this back a bit. So let's see how many pounds are here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exactly 10. So we can go to our coin exchange and change those. Anybody noticing I'm not getting many King Charles notes? I mean, 5. These are all the Queen, look. No King Charles. No King Charles. I've seen loads of them online, but I'm not getting any. So to go in this one, we've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 80, let's say 80, 100, 160, 175. So I counted that weird. So 20, 40, 60, 80. Let's do it this way. Let's just do a screenshot of the lower. There you go. Look at that. Beautiful. A screenshot. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 175. So 175. So we are now going to get a 150 and a 20 and a 5. So 150, 60, 75, and then we've got £10 there as well, so that's 185. So this is, go back to the bank, so then we've got in here, so this I owe. I've got an IOU, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. I'm back, I edited, yep. We owe this 15 already. Let's just put that in there because we've got 75 a week and I rolled 90. Okay, so we've got here 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 50, 65, 165. So I'll do that again. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 50, 65. So there's 165 there. So we're going to get out another 150 and a 10 and a 5, 165. Okay. Excuse me. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put that money. Anybody else suffering from allergies in England right now? So that's in the bank. Oh, I've just muddled it up. 175 now has to be marked off here. Because I'm putting 175 over to here. So we're going to do 100 and a 70. 175, and then we'll take off the 5 on there and say we owe it 10. There you go. Right, so that's just taken a few more off there because you can't do it. Yeah, so, and then this is all going back to the bank, so this is just how I did it. So through 150, 300, 320, 350, 350, 360, 370, 380 extra, 380 extra. So 380. So when I add all that up, oh, I've lost it. So when I add 380 up, oh, I could get this so wrong. So 380 is what we've just counted here, plus, see that says 240 and that says 245. So we didn't put 380 because that 5 belongs in there. So bear with. So it's 375 going in. So 375. Oh, I've just lost it. Can somebody tell me what I just did wrong? No, it is 375 has gone in. So 150, 300, 320, 350, 360, 375. Yep. So 375 has gone in. And then this should be 245 because there's another 5 there. And then so 375 plus 245 equals 620. So 240, we've added another 375 because that's right, because I do 300 a month and I put 75 in this week. So we are correct. We are correct. So in my flight money now, we've got 620. So what I also now need to check is, do all the crosses that I've crossed off on here account to 620? So if we minus, that's, I think those are the hundreds. So that's 3 minus 300. Oh, let's put that down there. Sorry, minus 300 equals, so that's 2, so minus 100 equals 220. So we've got minus 60 minus 70 equals minus 90 equals. So there's one extra 90 there. So I wonder if that's a 10. So I think that's a 10. Let me just check. Yeah, it's a 10. Right, okay. So these are the hundreds. So let's do 200 plus 100 plus 10 plus 60 plus 70 plus 90 plus 90 equals 620. Ta-da! So we've got 620 in here at the moment, but we're £10 short. Which is right, because we're not counting this 10, because it didn't get marked off. So we're actually a bit ahead. Anyway, we've just put a lot of money into the bank. So on this sheet here now, we will write that we've added 190. Oh, it's a long time since I wrote this. 2026 is at 620. Right. So as I said, I've been putting money here and there and taking money here and there, and because I've not been working, it's all got a bit confusing. And I'm also changing over from placeholders to the bits of paper. But I did do my count up on the slips of paper in the binders to what was in my bank, and that was accurate. That was good. So let's have a look to see what we're taking to the bank. £940 going back to the bank. So the 940, some of it will go back to the bank because I don't need that for the rest of the month. I need, actually I might need that much, but anyway, I'm going to check what we've got here, and on my bit of paper here, I'm going to write, we had 940 in money, so let's see if that's what we've got here. I don't know, but anyway, we've got 940 going back to the bank, and I'm 500 short. But clothes didn't come out, beauty didn't come out. I didn't change those, so that's 100 off as well. Oh, registration, that was, so let's see what was going back. I give up. Every month it's the same, but you know what? This money is all going back to the bank and going to sit in my savings account, for when I need to pay things. So can't confuse that. And then 65 will go to New Zealand to put into my pension. And then next month I'll sort out maybe recording this and then recording separately what's going back to the bank, because these are different. Because some of this was already in the bank, some of this was already in the bank, so it means that this, what's going back, is sort of not going back to the bank. So actually I'm not far off, and I might have counted that wrong too, but I'm not going to bore you with me counting it again. I'll do it off camera and then I might come back. In fact, I'll do it on camera now, but I'll cut it off if it comes to the same. How's that? 960, that's better, and that's what I got there. So that's great. So I'll cut some of this out, or I've cut some of this out so you don't have to watch painfully. As I'm editing, I might find out where I went wrong. And yes, my plan for next month is to write down separately what goes back to the bank and what's still in placeholders already in the binders or already in the bank, and that will help. So thanks for coming along. Thanks for seeing me muddle along on my cash condensing, and I look forward to seeing you on my check-in for week 1, my finalising of the end of the month, and my cash stuffing for week 2. I'll see you later. Bye for now.